What's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode of my R&B review. But before I start, I want to give my condolences to Dr. Dre. No, not NWA Dr. Dre. I'm talking about the Dr. Dre of UMTV Raps. I just read that he actually went blind due to diabetes and stuff like that, and he had diabetes for like almost a decade. And it's just kind of sad though because like you just gotta watch what you eat these days, and people just love to eat anything, love to eat sugar, and then they don't listen until it's like last minute. So I'm definitely these days I need to watch what I eat these days because I've been eating a lot of sweets lately. I don't know, but anyway, Yo MTV Raps, that's like one of my favorite shows. I mean, I of course I didn't watch it when it originally ran back in like of course the late '80s, early '90s. But I've seen episodes on YouTube. So yeah. Other than that, album I'm about to review today is Michael Jackson's Dangerous album. This is actually his eighth studio album. Sorry about that. His eighth studio album, released on 1991 on Sony Records. No wait, scratch that. Epic. Sony under Epic and stuff. Um, I think you guys are wondering why I'm not reviewing Off the Wall or Bad yet, since I reviewed Thriller, and I have a perfectly good reason. I'm going to actually review Off the Wall, but I'm actually planning to spit knowledge and sorry about that. I'm actually planning to spit knowledge and a review. I'm going to be comparing both Off the Wall and Thriller. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to do that in like possibly in a week or the other week. Because every time I'm Vlad TV, someone's always talking about Off the Wall and stuff like that. And like it's crazy because ever since the whole Off the Wall Spike Lee documentary, everyone he has a 2 cents about it, and I'm gonna explain more about that once I get to that. And I'm not reviewing Bad yet because I'm actually gonna revisit that album. I'm actually gonna revisit that album and stuff like that. So yeah. So Dangerous. Singles I'm known for are Black or White, Remember the Time, In the Closet, Jam, Who Is It, Heal the World, Given to Me, Will You Be There, and Gone Too Soon. Alright. Producers Michael Jackson, Teddy Riley, Bill Bottrell, Bruce Sweden. Okay, so after Thriller, Michael Jackson, I gotta be real. You gotta be real. Thriller was not a huge, huge success when it first came out. It was not until he did the whole Motown 25, the Billie Jean video came out. That was when Thriller exploded. Like Motown 25, MTV, and he wanted to bridge the gap between genres and stuff like that. So fast forward to 1983. That was like MJ's year. I mean, he was getting like his music videos was like out of this world. He was the biggest star on the planet. And 1984 was him at his peak. Like he got a star in the Rock. No, wait, he got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. He was doing like a lot of humanitarian work, and that actually got him recognized by Ronald Reagan. Like, if you guys have seen that outfit of Michael Jackson, where it's like this blue kind of suit with his gold little shoulder things on it, that was the outfit he wore when he visited Ronald Reagan. And also around that time, you guys might know that he got burned when he was doing that Pepsi commercial. So that like caused like a huge, like a lot of people were worried that he was going to die and stuff like that. So So they actually released a commercial, but they did like that 1 hour documentary before the commercial. And so 1984, he got award after award after award. And then fast forward to 1985, him, Quincy Jones, Lionel Richie, they um did this, the We Are the World, which which is a very, very, very iconic song. I mean, everyone and the mama should know that song. I'm not gonna get into that. And also that same year, he actually bought the Beatles catalog, and that actually caused a rift between him and Paul McCartney, which I'm gonna explain that in a different day. I'm gonna explain that. 1987. Fast forward to like 1986. Um, his skin was getting. This was around the time like his skin got paler, and of course, he had vitiligo, but it was not known yet that he had vitiligo, and it was just a lot of people thought he was bleaching his skin, and so it was also that same time when he was all the rumors about him. Excuse me. There was one of the time when he was. A lot of people were like spending like a lot of bad rumors about him, like the Elephant Man. Who wanted to picture Elephant Man? Um, he slept in a hypodermic chamber. Like every week, some off the wall rumor about Michael Jackson came out. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention he purchased a whole Neverland Ranch. I think around 1984, 1985. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. So 1986, he did the whole. He collaborated with a couple of Disney producers like George Lucas, and he did the whole film called Captain EO, which was released in 1986, I think in Disneyland. Um, it got him like a lot of praise, got him a lot of praise and stuff. And that same year, he started working on Bad, and so Bad was released in 1987. Now, Bad, in my opinion, I'm gonna put it like this: this is the time when MJ, his songs and songwriting got way more serious. And I'm gonna talk about Bad once I review it. I'm gonna review it later on this year and shit. So, like, he was doing like a lot of his songs got a lot more deeper, and a lot of people have also said that that's actually his best album. I must say more opinions on Bad once I review it and what I feel about it. So next thing you know, it his autobiography came out, Moonwalk. Um, talked about his childhood, things of that nature, and stuff like that. And then 1989, 1990, he was doing like a lot of endorsements. He was like, yeah, and so 1991, he renewed his contract with Sony, and so that's when he did work on this album. Now, you guys are questioning why Quincy Jones was not present on this album. Although Quincy Jones and Michael had like a very solid relationship working together, Quincy Jones actually requested Teddy Riley for Michael Jackson because he wanted to update his sound. And I kind of felt like that was actually a good decision because Teddy about 1991, Teddy Riley was like one of the best producers at the time, and New Jack Swing, the New Jack Swing era was definitely at its peak around 1991 because Guy was using Guy, um, Albie Sure was doing this thing, Bobby Brown, you know, and I also talks about SWV, the whole New Jack Swing with SWV last week. If you guys haven't checked that review, check it out. And so Bad came out. It was, believe it or not, this is actually his second I believe it's actually his second best-selling studio album. Um, got a lot of awards. It actually got Michael Jackson more praise. It reach a whole new generation of fans to Michael Jackson. Now, the cover of this album. Look at this cover of the album. Now, when I was a kid, I always, even ever since I was a kid, I thought this was like one of the coolest album covers ever. But it kind of has a more deeper meaning from what I looked up. Because all this time, Michael Jackson was like a weird, everyone thought he was like a weird kind of dude and stuff. Oh, I forgot to mention, also the same year, him and Jermaine had like a little beef going on because, um, from what I looked up, Jermaine, he signed to LaFace Records around 1989, 1988, and he was trying to work on a new album. But see, Michael Jackson, he wanted to work with Babyface for some music, and Jermaine, he was kind of fed up. He was like, "Yo, I was really working on that. I want to do my own thing," and so he put out this diss song called "Word to the Bad," which was like, there's actually two versions of that. The original version was a diss song to Michael, but at the same time, I think once him and Michael straightened out the issues, he actually withdrew that and he made a new version and titled "Word to the Bad." I just thought I mentioned that, but anyway, um, hmm, anyway, what was I about to say? What was I about to say? What was I about to say? Yeah, this album cover was like the reason why album cover is like this is because it's supposed to represent the mask, right? That what people look at him as, and you see like all these weird images, like if you see right here, I think it's supposed to represent his monkey bubbles and all these like weird imagery right here. It's very dope, but at the same time it has more of a introspectively sad look at Michael Jackson. So yeah. Other than that, let me show you the booklet. Of course, you gotta have the lyrics to the songs right here. Yeah, basically the inside book has more lyrics to all the songs and stuff. All right, I would play some of this album, but when I put out Thriller, when I did the Thriller review, I played some of the songs. They automatically blocked my review like a month ago, so I have to review it. So I'm just gonna like talk about the songs. And to be honest with you, I kind of hate how I can't play certain songs on YouTube without the fucking copyright bullshit just flagging my video, someone flagging my video and stuff. So okay, the first song. Oh, damn, I'm tripping. I'm slipping today. Guest appearance. I'm talking about guest appearances. Heavy D was a guest appearance. Rest in peace to Heavy D. Princess Stephanie of Monaco. Um, yeah, Princess Stephanie of Monaco. She was the tenth in line. From what I'm looking up right now, the tenth in line of the succession on the monarchy throne and stuff like that. She's also a singer too. I don't really know that much about her to be honest. LTB, which is basically Bill Botchwell. Slash from Guns N' Roses. The Andre Crouch singers. You guys should know who Andre Crouch is. He gospel singer. He's known for many people as like the king of gospel. He has actually worked with Michael Jackson in the past too, because his choir, one of his other choirs sang um, Men in the Mirror and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't. He also did the music. He also helped with the music for The Lion King and The Color Purple too. And anyway, that's all the guest appearances. Let me start with the song. Track number one, Jam, featuring Heavy D. Nice way to start off the album. I mean, This song basically has like a sound, a new jack swing sound. Has like a nice new jack swing beat to it and things of that nature. Um, very dope, like very dope way. I love the way I love Michael's flow on that song. He was kind of like rapping a little bit with the song. What I got from that song, Jam, he's talking about how he should come to get the word. People should come together for as a world and stuff like that. And he can't take too much of world destruction. So that's what I got from it. Heavy D, he did his thing with that song too. And you gotta understand, around 1991, Heavy D and the boys were like at the top of the game. That Peaceful Journey album, dope album. Rest in peace to Heavy D. Rest in peace to Trouble T Ward too. Track number two, Why You Wanna Trip on Me. Another solid song right there. It's talking about how people criticize him and things of that nature. So yeah, not one of my favorites, but still a dope song. Then we have In the Closet. Now this has got to be one of MJ's most, probably his most sexually orientated song. And this was the one that features the Princess Stephanie Monaco. And if you see the video to that song, you'll see a side of Michael Jackson you have never seen before. Like, like the lyrics, it shows you a different side, like more mature. That's another thing. Like since the Bad album, he's like more matured with his music. Like it was like more edgier. And a little trivia on the song in the Closet. This was originally supposed to be a song between him and a Madonna, but from what I looked up, Madonna she was like had like a lot of more erotic lyrics to it, and Michael Jackson wasn't really feeling it, and it was kind of like okay, so we can't work with the lyrics, so they just said fuck it. They said fuck it and shit. But anyway, I kind of really wanted to hear Madonna and MJ. So low key, I really wanted to hear that. And the reason why he called it In the Closet because he wants to keep the relationship a secret between him and his lover. So yeah, dope song. I love the video to that. Believe that's actually Naomi Campbell was in the video. She was sexy as hell back in the day. I'm sorry. Then we have She Drives Me Wild featuring Rex and Effect. Um, this song was actually inspired by an actress named Sally Robbins Richardson, who Teddy Riley was infatuated with, and stuff like that. Um, I love the use of the car sounds in the video in the song. Very dope way. Very the beat is dope right there. The beat stole the show. Remember the time? Um, yes, I love this song. This is probably my favorite song off the album. Among my favorite songs. I'm gonna get to my favorite later on in the album. I mean, this song was when I first heard it, I was immediately hooked on it. Like dun 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 dun. Dun. Very good song. I love the video. Like the video has like a more Egyptian background. I loved that. I mean, and it shows you how like Africa can be a beautiful place. And you know, we had Eddie Murphy in it, Iman, who was David Bowie's widow. Rest in peace, David Bowie. Far Side were the dancers. Who else was in it? Magic Johnson was in the video. And even from what I looked at, the dude who played Michael Jackson in the Jacksons and American Dream. Oh wow. Willie Draper, rest in peace to him, because he died actually a year after the Michael Jackson movie. The Jackson movie, I should say. I mean, that's a dope video. See, this is why we don't have. I mentioned this weeks ago. How I wish we have more videos where it has talks about kings and queens in Egypt and stuff like that. And you gotta understand, this was 1992. The video came out. Like very, very dope video and stuff. Love the videos. Love the video. And also, I love the Soul Train Awards performance he did because this song actually won him an award for Best R&B Soul Single. And he was sitting down because it was rumored that he broke his leg, but it was actually a publicity stunt. So, yeah. Track number six, I Can't Let Her Get Away. I Can't Let Her Get Away. It's kind of like him battling with himself, saying how he can't let this girl leave him and stuff. Love this song. Um, Very dope song, very underrated. You don't hear like a lot of people talk about that song. And then we have Heal the World, 19, and the seventh track of the album. Mm. I mean, do I even need to get into the song? I mean, this is like a beautiful song. And this was a song Michael Jackson was most proud that he has created and stuff. Although a lot of fans have called this song preachy, I mean, it's still a very good song. I kind of consider it as We Are the World too, if you ask me. Track number eight, Black or White. Another dope song, iconic Michael Jackson song. He was talking about racism, and yeah, like this song has actually been controversial due to the music video where Michael Jackson was destroying stuff, and there's actually two versions of the video. One version it has like the graffiti where it's KKK, Hitler, he's destroying all that. And then the other version, they don't have the graffiti in there because of the controversy. But whatever. Track number nine, Who Is It? Um, Very good song. It's like one of my favorite songs off the album. Where he let his emotions get in the way with him when a girl has been cheating on him and he wants to know who it is. Then you have Given to Me featuring Slash. As much as I love Slash and I love like the song, I kind of feel like this song really has more of a Guns N' Roses feel to it. Of course, Slash he did the guitar work, of course, but it didn't really feel more like a Michael Jackson song. It felt more like Guns N' Roses song. But it was still a good song. I have no complaints about it. That's like one of my favorite Slash guitar riffs in that. And yeah, track number 11, Will You Be There? My favorite song off this album. I mean, this one features the Andre Crouch singers. No, wait. Was it the album? No, that's the next one, Keep the Faith. Yeah. Other than that, I love this song. This is actually the theme song to Free Willy, which is a classic movie from this time. I mean, I never really see that movie on TV like that. Very, very, very good movie. I haven't. I need to rewatch that movie. And yeah, love this song. And it just makes you feel. It's like one of those songs that make you feel warm inside when you hear it. Track number 12, Keep the Faith, featuring Andre Crouch singers. Okay song. Track number 13, Gone Too Soon. Probably the most saddest song off this album. Um, it's actually dedicated to a friend named Ryan White. He was a teenager that, from what I looked up, he was actually expelled from school because he contracted HIV, and him and Michael Jackson became really close, and he died like 1990, a year before this album was released. So yeah, very sad song and stuff. Then the last song, Dangerous, nice way to start the album. This was actually supposed to be a single, the last single, but due to the allegations with the child molestation, they had to scrap the song as a single and scrap the tour too. And that's all the songs of this album. My personal opinion about this album, this is a very good album and stuff like that. I kind of consider it a classic album, the New Jack Swing. It's actually the best selling album in the New Jack Swing genre too. one thing I loved about this album was the way how can I put this? It was a New Jack Swing album, but it felt more Michael, he put his own style to it and stuff. Yes, you did have those songs you can dance to, like Jam and Can't Let Her Get Away. You did have the more darker songs like Black or White, Who Is It? And you did have more introspective songs like Gone Too Soon, Heal the World. So it was like a mixture of Michael Jackson, his whole style, mixed in with like the whole New Jack Swing that was popular in that era. And also about this album was so damn successful that it carried him from 91, 92, 93. I mean, that's the thing about albums back in the day. Like, because you know, when cats these days, when they drop an album, like, they're always in a rush to capitalize that success of an album. But this album came 4 years after Bad, and then 4 years after the History, like the disc two of History. So yeah, he was not like in a artist when like back in there was not really in a rush to do an album like that. So to rush a success of an album. Other than that, very very good song. I mean, very good album. Michael Jackson Dangerous, 1991. Must have in your collection. This album has been re-released countless times. This is actually the OG copy I have. So yeah, and that's all the time. Stay tuned for more stuff, and be on the lookout for the Off the Wall Thriller review. Peace.